One of my favorite holidays is St. Patrick's Day. I love partaking in the Irish traditions and festivities. Some of my favorite Irish dishes include corned beef and even the majestic potato. After a long day of drinking green beers and Irish car bombs, why don't you take a step back with me and indulge in these corned beef and potato bombs? It's almost St. Patrick's Day and we're here to celebrate Irish traditions. We are going to use corned beef, and I just got this from the store, and it comes with a little seasoning packet, which is really nice to add that traditional corned beef flavor. So we're going to follow the instructions on the pack, and we're going to boil it in some water for about 2.5 to 3 hours, depending on how big your piece of meat is. Mine was pretty small, so mine only took about an hour, hour and a half. Once it's done, you're going to pull it out. It's going to be nice and hot. It's going to look a little pale, but don't worry, that's not going to matter. Next, we're going to pay tribute to our Irish friends and family with the potato. So I have some russet potatoes that I have peeled and I am chopping into smaller chunks, and they're going to sit in some boiling water until tender. We're going to make mashed potatoes with them. So put your potatoes in a bowl. I suggest using one bigger than mine, and put a little cream, and we're going to put a little dollop of butter in there. So once our meat has cooled, we are going to chop into it. Now it's going to look nice and pink. That is the color that we want. It is not raw, it is fully cooked. That's just due to the brining process. So we're just going to chop our meat up into smaller chunks to fit inside our bombs. And then next we're going to use Swiss cheese. Again, cut them up into small little chunks, maybe like a centimeter. This cheese has a little tang to it, so I personally think it goes very well. And a little green onion and sauerkraut. And you have our 5 ingredients for potato bombs. Alright, next we're going to make our sauce. This is a quick Thousand Island dressing sauce with ketchup, mayo, mustard, and a little pickle relish. And then we're going to have salt and pepper, and there you have it. So now you have all of our ingredients, and we're going to make our potato bombs. Take some mashed potatoes about the size of a golf ball, make a little indent, and we're going to put in our corned beef, a little Swiss cheese, a couple green onions, and our sauerkraut. Yes, we love her. She's going to taste good in this. And then we're going to close that up and make sure that none of the ingredients can come out. We're going to set up some stations for our frying. So first we're going to set up our flour, and we're going to season it with salt, pepper, and paprika. We want seasoned flour, people. And then we're going to take a couple eggs, crack them into a bowl, and add a little heavy whipping cream. This is going to be our binder for the panko breadcrumbs that we're going to use at the end. Pour some oil into your pot for frying, and we're ready to go. Take your potato ball, and we are going to put that in the flour mixture. Then we're going to move it over to our egg mixture. That is going to help the breadcrumbs, like I said earlier, stick to the little potato ball that we have. So make sure you coat your potato ball evenly, and then into the bread mixture it will go. And then we are just going to top this off with some breadcrumbs. It's going to be super crunchy and delicious. Next, we're going to transfer it over into the oil and let that lightly fry. You don't want to have the oil too high, because if you do, the outside is going to get really golden brown before the cheese will melt in the middle. So you want it to do it on a low to medium heat, just so it lightly simmers. Alright, I'm going to try one of these. I'm going to dip it into our Thousand Island sauce and see how it tastes. Oh my gosh. This is amazing. This is everything that you want on like a Rueben, surrounded by fluffy mashed potatoes and a crispy coating. And to top it all off, you have that amazing and delicious Thousand Island dressing. This is absolutely a win. This would be great as an appetizer, or you could eat this as your meal. This is a fun and different type of bomb that you'll be wanting to take on St. Patrick's Day. And before we end, I want to do a quick shout out to thank Sunday morning bloggers with this amazing personalized apron. Don't forget to like and subscribe to keep up with all of our latest content. You can find us on all social media platforms as Sauced Up. I hope everyone has a safe and happy St. Patrick's Day. Bye!